y'all came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Run that.
On second and very short, Rosen got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. 7 yards there and a first down. With Devontae Parker, there was quite a bit of chatter in the offseason that the Dolphins might not pick up his fifth-year option, but they did. And one man who's certainly happy with that, quarterback Josh Rosen. It's a guy that Brian Flores, head coach in Miami, wants around and in that locker room.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Rosen on 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, Drake. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They go play action. It's Rosen. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Watch the screen. 80 weapon.
the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 55. Eat. All day.
Now Gurley. Some strong Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach. Only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the right. Watch the right.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on, all 52. Come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. Hatchet. Check.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sharon Peak, 77 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Like 41. I'm going to wedge that.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He gets it here to Peak. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check hot route. Hot. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check that. Tight. He's coming.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Room here to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's get this.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Now it's Rosen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rosen looking to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's Rosen to throw. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Through an opening, and there he goes. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. If you got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Check three.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sharon Peak with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Rosen will throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Parker the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Half 85. Check. Lucky. Check. Alert 3.
Another carry now for Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
You got time right there. Mike 20.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
To me, the defense is looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, here we go. Alert, alert, alert.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he finds Parker here, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, alert, alert. You ain't doing nothing today.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Throwing left side, it's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Rosen now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Watch Mike, watch Mike. Woo-hoo. Mike 52, Mike 52.
And now it's Rosen looking. That's going to be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire?
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Regular, 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 regular. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, hey, watch this, watch this. Slam.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Check 9, check 9. Kill. Check 52.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take 56. 36. 36.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 50. X3. 218. Chop. Check. Tighten up. Check 3.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
6-6, bullet hot.
On the counter, Gurley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Watch the whip. 56.
They try right side here, Gurley. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He completes it to Peak. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
50-19. Let's go. Double time. Five down. Steve. Check nickel. Switch. Alert. Go.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 25-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
We got to step it up.
A give running right, Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
80.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready? Sponge. No. Check 3. Safe.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. There he goes inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check safety.
Half.
Here's Gurley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Check your hot read. Hey, check 24. Watch 5 wide. Here we go.
On the ground, this is Ware. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
The first carry for Josh Adams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Buffalo, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.